Climate change. Today I'm going to be talking about what it is, why it's a problem in our world today, and some aspects of mechanical engineering that could help improve our chances of fighting global warming. What is climate change? Well, essentially, our planet undergoes periodic temperature changes, alternating from high average temperatures to low average temperatures, and this has been going on for hundreds of thousands of years. Now, the problem now is that humans are impacting the natural cycle and causing the globe to warm in an unnatural way and in a surprisingly fast rate. This is due to the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is really the planet's way of keeping itself warm. Greenhouse gases such as CO2 and H2O provide a layer of insulation for the planet. Solar radiation reflects off the Earth's surface back into the greenhouse gases and then is re-emitted back down towards the Earth, thus heating the planet. The human impact is the release of more CO2 into the atmosphere. This creates a thicker greenhouse gas zone, which in turn warms the Earth at an unnatural rate. So why is climate change a problem? Plants and animals depend on specific climates to live and to grow. If we raise the overall temperature of the Earth, we endanger their habitats and we force them to adapt. If they can't adapt, we're going to lose important crops and vegetation necessary for food and important animals that are crucial to the global ecosystem. This will also have a direct impact on humans. Many cities all over the world are based on a coastline. With the increase of a global temperature, there will be melting of glaciers and an overall rise in sea level. This will cause flooding, the destruction of cities, and the forced relocation of hundreds of thousands of people. So what can we do to slow down human-induced global warming and help save our planet? Well, the answer is simple. We need to stop producing so much CO2 that is harming our atmosphere, and we need to instead look towards green energy for sources of power. Mechanical engineers all over the world have been looking into ways to utilize natural sources of power, such as solar energy, wind energy, and even tidal energy. I'm going to share with you now some of the more recent innovative ideas. First, let's talk about solar energy. Solar panels have been around for quite some time and are a very practical way to harness the power of the sun. They've been put on commercial towers, now they're even being put on residential homes. One place we haven't seen them yet, though, is on a plane. This plane is known as the Solar Impulse. Founded by Swiss explorers Bertrand Piccard and André Borschberg, this plane plans to make the first ever round-the-world flight based explicitly on solar power. Although this is the first realistic solar-powered plane, we can expect it to make ripples in the commercial flight industry in the future to come. Another big sector of the green energy industry deals with wind turbines. Now, the problem with wind turbines is that you generally need a lot of them for them to have an impact on the energy grid, hence the term wind farm. Now, Alt-Arrows has proposed a solution to this problem known as the BAT. Also referred to as the Buoyant Airborne Turbine, the BAT is designed to operate at much higher altitudes than the standardized wind turbine. It takes advantage of high altitude winds that are more consistent and average around twice the velocity with 5 to 8 times the power density than those found near ground level. They are easy to install, maintain, and extremely efficient when it comes to green energy. The third and final source of natural energy that I want to touch on is hydropower. Hydropower can most commonly be found in dams blocking off rivers or lakes, utilizing the gravitational potential energy. I want to talk more about tidal power, which is found on coastlines. Tidal power is a very simple idea, and it starts with a barrage built in the ocean. How it works is when sea level moves from high tide to low tide or vice versa, it forces the water to go through generators, which convert the tidal currents to electrical power. One of the reasons tidal power is so great is because it's a far more consistent source than wind or solar power. This is because wind patterns and the forecasting of clouds is very hard to predict on a regular basis. Barrages are also easy to integrate into modern society, either by creating tidal lagoons or pedestrian walkways. So in summary, we've decided that global warming is an unnatural problem caused by humans releasing gases like CO2 into our atmosphere. This raises the planet's overall climate, increases sea levels, and potentially damages our own ecosystem and human habitats. I've also explained 3 ways in which mechanical engineers are working to mitigate this problem of global warming. This is by utilizing the 3 main sources of green energy, such as solar power, wind power, and hydropower. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any comments below.